I thought we weren't being sus. That face you're making there. Oh my.
I didn't mean for it to be.
Nick.
Steve.
Oh my goodness, that air horn noise I just played was so loud in my headphones. But it's all good. It's all good. What's going on, Nick? How are we doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the On Deck Circle with Nick and Tango. As always, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and Google for all your podcast needs. Here we are. And we are here to talk about Season 2 of Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show 23. It arrived on Friday, and I don't even, it's hard to even know where to start, man.
It's very hard to know where to start because there's so much stuff that came out with Season 2 and everything. Like, Team Affinity is one thing, but, there's so much else out there right now, you know?
Yeah, Team Affinity, I mean, it's a major part of it, but also, probably not even, about half the cards right now, and it's only been out for 2.5 days. So what have you been grinding so far in Season 2? Have you been playing much? What are you trying to get done or start off with?
Well, I started up with I was finishing up the Mexico City series program from set 1, trying to get the rest of those core cards for that core collection. I've been doing the May monthly program. I'm almost finished with that. I've been working on a little bit of Team Affinity, not a whole lot because I've still been behind from Season 1. So I'm still trying to catch up with that. What else? I've started up the Kaiju series moments. I've done all of those. I just got some of those missions to do, the Showdown, the Conquest. I've done a fair amount of events already, trying to get that done and out of the way so I don't have to worry about that later on. And I also just recently finished up the BR program, which you're not going to like this, but I sold... I took Ken Griffey Jr. and I sold so I could get some stubs to keep for collections.
Boo. That card is so good. That card is so good.
I know. I hated selling Griffey, but I'm 7 cards away and I need to start saving up some stubs.
For Seager? Or for which collection? Oh, for Jeter. Ooh. Yeah, just as a fun side note, online I'm hitting 479. 22 home runs with Griffey out of 34 hits. So it's that card's cracked. Yeah. So you mentioned those Kaiju moments. Do we need to bring up everybody's favorite moment of the week in the Keith Hernandez home run?
Anything but the Keith Hernandez.
Anything home run, but. Yeah, everybody keeps coming. I keep seeing people in different Twitch chats and stuff being like, "Oh man, I totally did it on my first try," and I'm like, "That's bullshit."
Yeah, he's got what 50 some power, 60 power,
60 something, yeah, and swings a noodle in a brutal stadium. I think it took me about 30 at bats, give or take, but you know what I mean, it's a moment. You'll get it done eventually. To anybody struggling with it, you will get it done eventually. Eventually, the game will just RNG you a home run. The pitch I got was a inside fastball right on the hands that I thought I just should normally broken my bat. Somehow the ball went over the fence. So eventually it just says, you know what? You've put enough time into this moment. We're just going to give it to you.
And if you want a little bit of a tip here, you could do power swing on directional.
Oh,
that would also probably help you out a little bit. I know for singular home run moments, in one plate appearance or in one game or whatever, getting those home run moments done. Sometimes it takes going to a different, use of batting to get it done.
When you do directional, do you use your left stick to aim it up, or do you just purely timing and power swing?
I aim to pull when I use directional.
Yeah, I haven't used directional in a really long time. I remember when I very first started playing MLB The Show in 17, I was just I didn't even know there were other ways to play it. The first time
so you're always playing on Classic or something.
Yeah, I'd never watched content or done anything. I was just playing a baseball game for fun, and I'd go in a Blue Jays franchise load up with all those guys, Donaldson and Bautista, and just I had no idea. Press the button. Pulse pitching, classic, good stuff. Shout out to our boy Tampa for the pulse pitching.
And trucking.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been grinding. I mean, basically Team Affinity is always what I've been going for first lately. I was lucky enough to discover Bo Bichette in Season 1. So I was like, oh, maybe I can get Barrios here in Season 2. But then they added all those exchanges. And so somebody got him super fast way faster than I could have because I didn't want to spend tons of stubs doing all the exchanges.
Yeah.
I do think it's a good thing that they added like smaller tiers of exchanges. The exchanges in season 1 were kind of brutal.
They were terrible. The only thing that I asked to bring to Team Affinity is repeatable showdowns. That's it. Like 3 or 4, like I keep saying, at least 3 or 4.
People keep asking for that, but I hear 2 things. I see people asking for repeatable showdowns, and then people saying I absolutely hate doing showdowns. So like,
I hate doing showdowns too, but like I would take repeatable showdowns to get this shit done quicker because it's a lot. And for me, it would help a lot because I'm still behind because I missed a week and a half.
Yeah, that's true. You'll catch up soon. The good thing is I'm trying. I mean, honestly, you might as well just like do season 2 stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And like if you're doing conquest or mini seasons or whatever, and or even playing the event, because you'll still get like team PXP
like
for season 1. So eventually you'll just get all that season 1 stuff. Yeah, I wasn't able to discover anybody this time, but I've been grinding like nuts as I usually do. So we just got Josh Donaldson. I just unlocked him like 20 minutes ago. So we just got our boss pack. I know I should, there's the person, they're not the person, the part of me that's like, oh, just sell them because you'll get them back eventually for free later and they'll be super cheap by, all the bosses will be cheap by the end of the season or whatever. But I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about stubs that much. I just want to play.
Yeah, like you want to keep it. You already done the collections and stuff too. So like,
yeah, I already have. I got
stubs are just another number, man, at this point for you.
Yeah, I just collect and collect until like something I really, really want comes out that I have to buy. If I can grind something out for free, I'll never pay stubs for it. Unless it was Griffey. Yeah. Like if I had the stubs, I might have bought Griffey as soon as I could have, but that BR program's pretty easy.
It takes like 7 hours to do. I did it very quick and I won like 4 games the whole time.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You don't have to win. Do all the missions.
Literally,
you kind of have to. It helps if you could put together even like one good run of about like 6 wins, because then you usually will get the 4,000 PXP, 20 extra base hits, or however many total bases or whatever that other mission was that you want to do in one run. If you can put together one good run and then just do the missions and stuff, you'll get the program done easy.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they dropped like 160 plus or something new diamonds to day 1 of set 2. I mean, between Team Affinity, the XP path, tops now they did, all the new cards that you can get off from packs. So the Diamond Duos, that crazy Mickey Mantle card, and then that Alter Ego pack. I mean, between all that, 160 new cards. That's basically a brand new game of content dropped.
There's still 2 more Alter Ego packs to come too, and usually they do everything in 3s for the most part.
Yeah, so they'll probably
going to be at least another 2.
You'd think they would maybe mix in. I wouldn't be surprised, or I would expect like some sort of kaiju pack in there too. Like in season 1, we got the Around the World packs, and then we also got those Future Start packs. The Around the World ones were the only ones that ended up in the XP path circle or whatever. But there's so many cards. It's hard to keep track because we were talking about it in our Twitch stream today. And like we were talking about all these different cards. I'm like, whoa, this guy's a thing. Like there's so much stuff from season 1 and so much stuff from season 2. Like it really is hard to keep track of it all. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. Like I'm looking back doing like team builds and stuff right now for season 1 for Team Affinity, and I'm thinking, I'm like, the hell did this card come from? Yeah,
But that's not a bad thing because you can rediscover cards and you can use them for your own pleasure or whatever. But it's a lot better than having none.
Oh yeah, it's like there's nonstop stuff to grind for, which is like for a guy like me who, I'll play a couple ranked games here. I'll play BR to do the program. I like to do events and stuff, but honestly, I'm a sucker for the offline grind. I know you're not as big of the
we're complete opposites. I love playing online.
I just like to just relax, not worry about sweating, and just like whatever. I'll just go do mini. I just played like 10 or 12 mini seasons games this morning. It was like whatever, get some progress.
I wish I could do that.
Do stuff, and then I'll just knock out the event in like 2 days later this week when I have time to do that. But yeah, it's just there's so much content. It's hard to keep track, but it's also just amazing. Like everybody was just going.
It's
going
sickening,
crazy.
but it's also a huge W.
Yeah. So out of all these cards, like just off the top of your head, who are a few that you're, wanting to get sooner than later or really excited to try out, or just like the top cards that you're looking forward to getting on the thick squad?
For me, here comes my Royals bias a little bit. Maikel Garcia, I really like his card. I
He's
think
their
it's
future
pretty
star.
nasty. Yeah, he's their future star. So I'm going to use a lot of him. Corey Seager, obviously that's going to be like a very common answer, but I can't wait to get the core collection cards for him. I'm at 135 right now, so I'm kind of far away, but we'll get there. He looks nasty as hell. And Kershaw is another one that I really look forward to getting to as well. That the Kershaw from the Alter Ego pack, he looks nasty.
So you can carve me up when we play with Kershaw.
Thanks for the reminder.
next Wing Wednesday.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Kershaw by the next time I play you on Wing Wednesday.
I probably will. I'm going to have to do a little bit of flipping on Wednesday when I got the afternoon off. So I'll take some time and get Kershaw for myself. There's another one too. Brandon Lau. That Kaiju series Brandon Lau card looks pretty nasty too.
Brandon Lau.
Like, he's got one of my favorite swings in the game, like top 10 every year. He's so gross.
He's good. He's always good.
Yeah.
This Brandon Lau. Look at that. Look at that power. 116, 120 power.
He's not going to have the greatest contact of all time, but he's got a nice swing, and if you can connect...
Hey, you know what? At least his clutch is better than his contact. That's all you really want in hitters this year.
Exactly. The clutch is big-time factor compared to contact this year. It's power and clutch, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the main ones, obviously I love Jay's cards. Jose Barrios, maybe not the most exciting person to give the incognito card to, but I don't care. It's another Diamond Blue Jays pitcher that I can use for when I want to do, Blue Jays team builds and stuff. The fact that we already have, big thumbs, big L's. We already have Diamond flashbacks for Vladdy, Bo, Springer, Gossman, Manoah, Matt Chapman, like almost our full regular season lineup right now.
Dude, and they're not close to done either. We got 4 more seasons left.
Yeah, it's only season.
After this one, we got 52 days of the season, and we got, I think it's 4 more seasons. Yeah. Yeah,
if you go to the market, it shows up to season 6. So, who knows what else is going to be released as the year goes on. But I mean, Whit Merrifield did get a 97, but it's a Royals card, but I might still use him on like a 2022 Jays build. 2-hit Whit, who's been amazing lately. 5 stolen bases his last 3 games. No big deal. He's trying to steal 45 plus bags this year for the Jays. It's going to happen.
You're really trying to make me sad over here, aren't you?
Your two favorite players in the MLB who aren't on the Royals are like going off. Brandon Belt is having a really good month. Whit Merrifield's been amazing for us so far. Go Jays.
God. I hate the Jays.
Right.
They're literally taking everything from me. It's revenge from 2015.
Imagine if we like traded for Zach Greinke at the deadline. He just went off for us down the stretch or something.
Those bozos. You can take Chapman. Take Chapman all you want. I don't care.
Nah, fuck Chapman. Like we could use a lefty reliever, but I don't want Chapman on my team. Whatever. No. Although he's like actually pitching well. It just makes it more annoying that he's pitching well. But
see, I knew it was gonna happen. For us, and then maybe we'll get like a decent prospect out of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We only spent like 4 or 5 million for him, I think, for a year.
Is that all it was? That's not bad. That's what it was. I guess worth it.
In a way.
Hasn't really helped you win many games.
No, he can't. See, the thing is, he can't blow saves if you're not
in a save situation.
Yeah.
Well, at least you get to play the White Sox because they are awful this year. Sorry,
White Sox
fan, but what a disappointing team they've been. I picked them to win the World Series like going into last year or the season before. I was like, yep, Robert, he's going to be MVP. White Sox are going to go to the World Series or win the World Series. And then they've just absolutely been garbage.
I actually have to say sorry, but not sorry, White Sox fans, because they are garbage. I have to say sorry, but not sorry, dude, because, you know, like, they have all the talent and all the opportunity in the world to be good, but, like, every time they get to the playoffs, they're always a first-round choke.
It's like the Twins,
just like the Yankees in the LCS.
Yeah.
You know, like, they have the talent to do it. They just haven't had like a stable manager to like actually lead them anywheres. And, you know, like the injury bug and everything like that. So like that all plays a factor into the White Sox, which is unfortunate because I had them winning the 2022 World Series. I had them being back in the World Series again this year.
You thought the White Sox were going to be in the World Series this year?
I thought they were going to be back-to-back World Series 2022, 2023 and win it in 2022, but lose in 2023. You know, like back in like 2020, 2021. That's what I predicted.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously so bad. Not what I think now, but like that's what I thought a couple years ago.
Fair enough. Yeah, they had like their stock was rising in the early 2020s, and I mean it still is the early 2020s, but they've already just crashed. Yeah. But they'll sell off some pieces. Maybe you'll see a guy like Liam Hendricks closing out games for the Jays in the playoffs. That'd be cool. Bring him back, Atkins. He played well for us.
He can take Chapman's spot on the Royals.
Why would you be buyers at the deadline? Like, unless the Royals go on a crazy run, you're not going to be buyers.
No, they're not going on a crazy run. I don't think so.
Anyway, let's get back on MLB The Show. I mean, it's MLB The Show and baseball podcast. So we talk about whatever we want. We'll get into some mini seasons. We'll just go over this quick. The updated mini seasons. We got a season 2 new mini season, as well as that all gold one where another Blue Jays flashback captain Kevin Gossman. So that's cool. I mean, he should be probably a diamond in live series, but I'll take a diamond flashback 92 or whatever. And then Goldschmidt, I think, was the other one, which makes sense for the
both 92 captains. Yep.
And they give like actually pretty significant boosts. I think Goldschmidt's was like plus 20 or something.
I haven't looked at their boosts at all. I barely looked at that mini seasons. I've been working at the Conquest a little bit right now. That's what I'm doing right now, actually.
Yeah, I haven't started doing this one for mini seasons yet. Where is it? I'll bring it up here. Yeah, so his tier 3 boost is plus 30 contact versus lefties, plus 25 power on lefties, plus 25 clutch, and plus 25 contact. So you can boost, like, if you have an 84 gold that you've like P4, P5'd, that's like a 35 plus boost to your contact versus lefties. So
that's nuts, man.
Like it actually makes them into like mid-level diamonds, mid-90s diamonds from like an 84, 85. Which is pretty crazy. Because it would give him, even give his card like almost maxed out clutch. So pretty crazy. Good stuff though.
There's so many amazing things. So many amazing things in this game. Like, it's ridiculous. Like I'm still trying to catch up from opening night. You know, like,
God, well, I mean, to be fair, like you were like floored for like 2.5 weeks being sick. So you like basically couldn't grind and like, if you take a couple weeks off of this game, like it is hard to like,
it's hard to bounce back, especially this year. Last year it's doable.
And you work full time, like unless you're a psychopath like me that stays up till 2 a.m. every day.
I wish I could do that, but I can't. I tried to do that last night because I didn't have to work today. So I went to sleep at like 12:30.
Summertime, dude. Summertime.
So, dude, summertime is the time to catch up for me.
Yeah.
Plus, I have a day off next Monday too, anyway, so I'll be grinding that day like crazy.
Oh yeah, a long weekend next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Hell
the day after the donate-a-thon, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's going to be
crazy those 2 days.
That's going to be a big weekend for you.
Yes,
we will get into the donate-a-thon at the end of the stream here, or at the end of the pod. Yeah, mini seasons. I mean, it's just another way to help you get team affinity stuff, offline grinders. If you don't like playing online, there's like 6 different mini seasons now that you can play. You're earning packs, you're earning stubs, you're earning new players. So I'll say it, man. Like, I think, as long as there's no more lineup errors and stuff, mini seasons is a dub this year. Like, it's actually worth it to play. Like, I've already gone through it like 5 times, which I think I only did a full mini season 5 times, like all of last year.
Yeah, especially too if they do, if they connect mini seasons to Team Affinity, and there's a new Team Affinity every season, that makes it that much more, important.
Yeah, they switched it up a little bit with how you get the vouchers this one. So you get like a voucher for every 5 wins, and then they lowered the amount you get if you like make the playoffs and win the finals and stuff. But that's good. I mean, play 5 games, you get to earn PXP while you're playing, and then you get a voucher for it. Whatever.
Yeah, see, I'd probably play a full season of mini seasons and then just get 5 wins.
Yeah.
Quit out a season, repeat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's once you get to the point where once you've done all the moments, showdown, conquest, it's the best way to finish it, in my opinion. It's kind of annoying to like, it's very mindless grinding to just keep playing the CPU over and over and over. But if you're just really if you're trying to get the collection cards or get cards to collect, like to get that Big Poppy card or Gossage is the 95 cards. Like if you do all the Team Affinities, that's 90 cards that you're getting. So plus you get the XP paths. So you basically get Gossage by the time you're done it too. So let's talk about these 2 new card series that they dropped. So I'll just bring up this David Wright card, but like Kaiju series, which is like, just look at this card art. Like how
card art is phenomenal. They literally never miss it, STS. Except for Charisma series. I didn't really like that.
You know what? Charisma series grew on me pretty quickly. There's some that are kind of like duds, but like a lot of them, if you choose the right photo, I think they're pretty good.
They would have made them like a little bit more, like if they would have made them animated in some way, like that would have been super dope.
It does seem kind of weird that like are the only animated cards we're really going to be the lightning cards. And like
that's what I'm thinking. Unless they have something up their sleeve.
Live series diamonds, because the live series diamonds are, I guess like technically animated because they have like the sort of light that goes up, similar to like with the attributes on the cards. But like how sick would this card be if like they animated like the waves behind them or something?
Oh man, with the day
or the lightning.
Oh yeah, that looks super sick, dude.
Right, but man, this card looks insane. So if anybody doesn't know, this is a set 2 collection reward, 99 Kaiju David Wright. And then they have the this scary motherfucker who we can all just we just can't wait to be facing again for the rest of the season once everybody gets this Randy Johnson card. But
for season 3.
And if you want to use them for your wild card for the rest of the year, which I can see some people doing that.
Honestly, it'll probably be mine.
Yeah, I mean, and then this is what the Incognito series, so everybody gets their little nickname on the card, and they look like comic book cards. So the 99 ones are the collection 99s. Like art's a little bit different, same style, but like has sort of the light like kind of going behind them, as opposed to if you go like this Josh Donaldson. Still sick though. These card arts are amazing. I wish it said Bringer of Rain for him, like how they have their Commerce Comet and the big unit and stuff. If his name said Bringer of Rain.
Yeah, like I was kind of surprised they didn't do that for Donaldson. Yeah.
Like just do it for all the 99s, maybe? I don't know. This card is amazing. I can't wait to use this card too, but again, STS art team killing it.
They literally never miss at all.
So what's
it's crazy to me.
What's like your favorite card art of all time? Do you have a favorite?
My favorite card art of all time, like this so far in MLB The Show this year, or just
any MLB The Show ever, like since you've been playing since like 20 when they really started to put more emphasis on it.
Can I name my top 3?
Sure, yeah.
Top 3 finest from MLB The Show 19, even though I never played.
Which one is MLB 19? Is that the year that had
the Cody Bellinger, Jack Flaherty?
Yeah.
That card art was fire. I love what they did with the Sammy Sosa, Chipper Jones, like Babe Ruth, like with those different series cards. Like Like those set collection cards are beautiful. I know it's like a specific series, but like
Yeah, the
like
Babe
they
Ruth.
enhance the card art on like the signature series cards and retro finds for those cards specifically. I thought those were
Or
amazing.
like Jeter's signature series.
Yeah.
Like if you compare that to the one they gave Greg Vaughn, like, come on. You couldn't have made Greg Vaughn's a little bit nicer. Like it's a cool card. The attributes are great, like, but the card
I'm pretty
art.
sure they did that because down the line they're gonna have like a bunch of other signature series awards.
Yeah.
And
I
like
think
they kind of just wanted to have like others to stand out because they're like collection awards or set collection bosses or something like that.
yeah, it looks like all the collection rewards are kind of the ones with the big focus on like being a little bit different, separate, like this David Wright. If you compare David Wright to, you know, still like a 99 Harper, it's kind of like,
yeah, it's way different.
The base version art and then the, I don't know, the super boss art or whatever you want to call it.
The super
boss, like even Gossage, scary looking. Yeah, these card arts are amazing. I think this kaiju art might be like my favorite card art of all time. It might have taken over. The Incognito.
I was actually gonna say kaiju's my favorite.
It's so good.
Yeah,
and I can't wait because you know, like if they follow sort of the same suit as what they did for season 1 with like basically everything was charisma cards, like all the cards that we're going to get in season 2 are going to be incognito cards and kaiju cards. Like so for BR rewards, which comes out on Tuesday, I think, and then all of the new like Diamond Duos packs, I can only assume are just going to be more and more of these card arts. Like I don't see them giving us random like veteran series cards or even more charisma cards for this season. And then I'm just wondering if like going forward, if we go to, you know, like set 3, set 4, season 3, season 4, or whatever, if they're going to just keep dropping like a new card series like every time.
I wouldn't say every time. I think for like set 4, set 5, set 6, they'll probably go with like the signature series, the awards, like the finest, the primes, like that kind of stuff. Like they're gonna add more of those cards like every single season. It just depends.
Who knows? Like they've already added like 4 new series of cards this year. So, and if they're giving us like, you know, because we got Future Stars captains and incognitos for Team Affinity. Who knows? Like
they're crazy unpredictable.
The possibilities are endless, and they're just going all out this year.
They are, man.
So if we get into Team Affinity, because obviously Team Affinity back, one of the things people were just screaming for last year. You know, getting into, since now we're in season 2 and we've finished 1 full season of Diamond Dynasty. Like, what are your thoughts on Team Affinity and the structure of it so far? You know, 1 season in.
Even though I'm behind, I love it. I love what they're doing. I think it's great. Absolutely, man. Like the only thing I would say about the whole Team Affinity thing is just make showdowns repeatable or make conquests repeatable or something like that, but like to a point. So like it's actually a little bit easier for us to grind, especially the people who are falling behind me, aka me. Right now, I'm working on the American League Central. I'm at 69% pause. You know, like I'm trying to finish this first and then try to finish the NL Central and the West divisions and everything. So like, you know, for people who are falling behind, like it'd be kind of nice.
Do you think
I see why they wouldn't, you know, for like the hardcore grinders.
Do you think the grind is too much?
I don't think it's too much, but I think there needs to be more variety. Or not more variety, but like more repeatable stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like it just seems like what's the problem? Like why wouldn't you make one of those, either the showdown or the conquest? Oh my goodness. Why wouldn't you make, you know, at least one of those repeatable?
Yeah.
It kind of, I guess, I don't know if they're just trying to put more emphasis on mini seasons and kind of funnel people towards playing that more because it was such a bust last year. So because you can play as much mini seasons as you want and get it. So that, you know, mini seasons and conquest essentially like are the same thing. You're just playing 3 inning games against the CPU. So it is what it is. Showdowns. I'm a big fan of Showdown, so if they made them repeatable, be all about it. Even if you made it repeatable, and then maybe even like if it gave you less points, but you could do it over and over again. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the one thing that I've seen is that people are like, oh, this grind is just too much. I can't, but I'm like, I don't think it really is. Like, not everything is meant to like be done instantly.
Exactly. That's the problem with MLB The Show in the past. Like, you'd be able to get something done in like 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, it went like, it was extremely the other way at first. Like, it took, if you played, anybody played Diamond Dynasty in like 17 and 18, it was it took an extremely long amount of time to grind certain things out. And then they kind of went the other way, where it was like, yeah, you could unlock a card. You could get a boss card from like an inning program in like 6 hours.
Especially with like the Road to the Show glitches and everything like that.
Yeah. Yes. And I think they found a pretty good balance now, like how long it takes, how much time you have to put in. And then adding the XP wheel for the extreme grinders and people that want to just play nonstop, that you keep getting,
like you're gonna keep getting stuff like as you
continuous
keep playing,
rewards. Yeah, even like monthly programs and stuff. Like, I don't know if you ever played in like 18 and 19 or 17 and 18 when like those programs were like, you almost couldn't finish them unless you wanted to spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of stubs, because you would get like some packs. All of the cards were like locked behind packs, and you had to buy the packs, and you had to like get lucky to pull the rare round to get the diamond players, because it was like golds and diamonds. And if you just like couldn't afford to, you were just kind of out of luck. you just would never get the program done much. Or you'd have to go buy them all off the market, spend like 500k in stubs just to get like a 96 overall. Like, and most of the cards,
like that's ridiculous to me, man.
There was like a really good Lightning Nick Castellanos one year. Some of the cards were good, but it was just like so annoying. And then they made it so you could do it really quickly, and then last year it took a little bit longer. But like this year, I find it's not too bad. Plus, you get so many cards. You get like 15 cards or something in total. Like they added more 97s. They added those 98s that you can earn, and then obviously like the Lightning guy. I do think they should bring back maybe like the flashback ones, or like the legend and flashback ones, like what they had last year, but have you be able to get them early, not just like see Alfonso Soriano sitting there for 4 weeks before you can unlock them, like what they did last year.
I really liked last year about the player of the month stuff. I really like that the Lightning legends, but like, for God's sake, let us use them at the very beginning.
I feel like
if they did that again this year, I'd be really happy with that. Like,
they tried to, their emphasis being on captains this year. I feel like that's where they tried to like switch it. Like, oh, instead of, giving you the flashback or legend Lightning, we're going to give you a team of, or not a team of Finite, sorry, we're going to give you a Tops Now captain for the month. We're going to give you a monthly player captain, and then try and get you to use those, because they, like, you can tell they really want you to use the captain cards. Now, whether people are really using them doesn't really seem like it.
I mean, I'm gonna try them out.
Yeah, it's good. They're good to try out. You can do if you're doing a team build video, or you're just doing certain team builds for fun. But if you're like trying to compete and make World Series, chances are your best squad is going to be better than whatever your like best captain squad is. So you're probably not going to use it in that situation. I do think captains are like, well, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth whether I think they're good or whether I would care if they were gone. Like, if they just didn't have captains, I don't know if I would miss it one season in.
See, I don't think I'm going to say now, I don't think I would miss it, but like, it adds more substance to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely does add a lot more to the game for sure. But like, if it was gone like tomorrow, I don't think anybody would really miss it, except for, people who do team build videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. I do think there's also that fine line, because I know a lot of people kind of want, or it seems like anyway, the louder people will say on Twitter, like, want the captains to be better, to give better boosts, more balanced boosts because a lot of them are very like platoon heavy kind of. But it's like, how good do you really want them to be? Because do you want the meta to turn into like you have to have this certain captain on your squad to like make your team good? I kind of like, personally, I like the fact that you have to have them in your starting lineup. That you can't just like put them on the bench and then just like cheat your starting lineup to be better. Like there has to be some sort of give and take, I think, a little bit. I mean, the David Wright captain boost is still pretty good. And now that they have, David Ortiz is out. Who else? They just gave us another. Josh Donaldson is another cover athlete. Like there's a lot of cards that you can put on that squad. But then you just like are forced to use that David Wright card, which is like, whatever, it's not that bad. But also like I don't want a captain card to like boosts a card so that it's better than like the best cards in the game. You know what I mean?
Like just boost it up to a point.
Yeah. I was talking
boost it up to a point so they're usable.
In Show Noob's chat. Like, I don't know if it'd be better if just captains just did like kind of the same as parallel boosts, where it's just like overall stats just get boosted a certain number. Like you're not getting maybe plus 30 to certain things, but maybe you just get another plus 5 to everything. I don't know. Just so that they're all.
It'd be an interesting concept, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see how they go the rest of the year. I mean, they do seem to be taking some feedback and kind of adjusting the different parameters for what you need to use certain captains and stuff like that. So we'll see. Right now, like I haven't really used them much. I used them in that last event because you could. Like you might as well use them in that monthly event to boost your team up.
I think they will start doing like captain specific boosts for like events or like especially mini seasons and stuff where like it doesn't matter what set you're going to be using. The sets pretty much only matter in online games.
Yeah.
So I think that could be a thing possibly. Or like theme team conquest mini seasons, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with captains the rest of the year. I mean, for now, they're fun. Like if I made a Blue Jay squad, I'm gonna bring it up here. And then using like that Vladdy, and it actually makes this squad pretty good.
Vladdy.
Yeah, so like if you use that Vlad, which his boost isn't crazy, so you get contact and power versus righties and then 10 to the clutch, but it boosts Donaldson up to 124, 117 power, so he's like looks really good once you have that boost on him. Chapman like maxed out contact.
Chapman can play shortstop.
Yeah.
Can he play second base?
No.
He'd probably still be pretty solid at second base though.
Third or short. Yeah, he'd be good. I put Bo out of position there because Chapman's fielding as a secondary at short is still better than Bo's normal fielding. So I'd rather have good fielding at shortstop than second. I mean, the Sean Green with the boost is good. It's a solid J squad. This is probably going to be the squad you'll see me use for Wing Wednesdays. The Jays team.
Ooh. Is that going to be this week or is that going to be next week?
I haven't decided yet.
I feel like it's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been like almost a month. I've been kind of slacking on streams and stuff.
It's crazy.
My big focus has just been making shorts and TikToks and stuff lately, but I need to get more into doing stuff. I mean, I streamed on Twitch the other night, so we'll see. Get some more stuff going soon.
Yes, sir.
But I gotta do a Wing Wednesday soon because those are like the most fun streams that I do.
Yeah.
To all the listeners out there, if you have never checked into Tango Wing Wednesday stream, if you ever see me live on a Wednesday night and it says Wing Wednesday in the stream title, hop in. It's fun. I'm excited for when it's summertime and you don't have to work in the morning. You can hang out till the actual end of you haven't been able to hang out there for when I'm getting
I'll be super fucking excited for
real
that
real sweaty yet.
Yeah.
Tampa likes to hang out in them lately. Yeah. Oh, I'm saying a lot. Do you ever just get self-conscious about the words you say and how you say things too many times?
You know that video that I did. Oh, there it is. You know the video that I did for mental health, like that video that I posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of March, it took me a solid hour and a half to get that video recorded because it kept saying over
That's
and over
tough.
and over. 2 minutes. Yeah.
That's just life, I guess.
Sometimes that's it. And I used to be the same way with TikToks and stuff now, but I could bang those out pretty quick.
Ooh, bang it out.
Pause.
Bang out those TikToks. You bang them out. Yeah, you post
Ooh.
TikToks for everything. Every tweet STS posts 10 seconds later is
except for last Friday. Last Friday was just too much. I couldn't handle the anxiety.
Yeah, and then they did the stream anyway, so most people we're just in the stream, right? So if we get into
I was in the stream, but I was banned.
Unban him, STS. I know you're obviously listening to our podcast, Ramon, so just like unban Nick, maybe.
I will say, STS, if you are listening, the events have been a little bit better this year.
Yes, definitely.
There's still lots of improvements to be made, but I've had fun.
No sell rewind packs. Only one rewind pack is also nice. Not just.
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, event rewards really are still pretty easy to get, so their value isn't super high. But remember when you could sell event rewards for like hundreds of thousands of stuff?
And a million subs?
Yeah. Maybe by the end of the year when they're like 99s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So let's get into XP path. So obviously everybody loves that they brought the big stretch that they brought the XP reward path back to the game. You know, they're doing it season by season this year. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into like thoughts on the XP path now that we're in season 2. W.
Big W.
Big W.
Obviously, it's just more of an opportunity to get more cards, and you know I'm all about that shit.
And the cards they give you have been like great. Like the XP Path Kaiju and Incognito cards are. Some of these cards are going to be like usable, like that Aaron Loop card.
Oh, that Aaron Loop card is going to be nasty. For me personally, obviously George Brett.
George Brett was so good last year.
Yeah.
Sean Green, I'm pretty pumped about that one. He's always got a great swing in the game.
I'm very close to getting my first pack.
Nice. So
we'll see who we're gonna take.
Your Incognito one?
Yeah.
Former Royals legend Johnny Damon or what?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Tony Two Bags? Nikki Two Bags? Tony the Tiger?
I'm probably gonna go with Castellanos.
I took Loop just for some more bullpen.
Oh yeah,
help.
Loop, I guess. Yeah.
And he's like actually pretty good. Give Loop the Trevor Hoffman boost, and he's going to be tough to hit.
I need to get that Trevor Hoffman card. I actually have the
Expensive.
steps for it right now, so I might go buy him actually.
The only reason I haven't bought him is because I don't play competitively in ranked seasons. Like I don't try to. If I was trying to make World Series, I would. I think that's the best card to use for your team for captain. Especially because they keep giving you decent relievers now. So, then we have the Kaijus and the bosses. So our season 2 bosses, Josh Donaldson, Chase Utley, Greg Maddux, Grady Sizemore, and then Mariano Rivera. So who are you taking first out of those 5?
I think Mo's easily the best one of the 5.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think Mo is definitely going to be my pick.
He's pretty solid. I mean, he's always been a good reliever to use. His 99
Except for
card.
his first year here. In his first year, he was trash.
I don't know, which one was his first year one?
I think it was 20, wasn't it? Was it MLB 20 or was it 21?
Was that the Signature Series? Which card was it? Do you remember?
It was Signature Series Mo.
Yeah, I don't remember. Whichever year David Ortiz came in, right? Because they were the same year.
I don't remember what year that was either.
I think 20.
Him, Mo, and Larry Walker were all the same year, but I don't remember what year it was for any of them.
Oh, man. The first year, Larry Walker was so good. Grady Sizemore seems like a weird one to me. I mean, if the card's good, when I think of like boss level guys like Grady Sizemore. I mean, he had a good career, but it was short career. Maybe that's why. And I've never been a Cleveland fan, so
Yeah.
um,
I'm never really a fan of Grady Sizemore cards at all. You know, as I just hit a double with him.
I mean,
But-
we all know who the world's number one fan of Grady Sizemore is. So, and he did his thing. He P5 101'd him already again. Shout out to Fuzzy. That's a savage grind, man. The position player parallel 5 grind.
It's hard to do, man, but it's
Like,
so worth it at the end.
Kudos
But I
to
don't
anybody.
recommend doing it though.
Kudos to anybody who has the fortitude and time to be able to do that, because I did it a couple times last year, but I wasn't like really trying that hard. It was mostly because it was the end of the year and they gave us Blue Jays cards that nobody wanted to play with besides me, with Joe Carter and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. So I just went for it. I was close.
God.
I was like second on Fine as Vlad. I was leading on postseason Teoscar until like P3, and then somebody passed me, so I just gave up. Who else? And then our player of the month Bo for September, I think I was like 4th or something.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I got close on some of them, but there hasn't. I probably could have got Barrios 1/1 this year, but I didn't. It's hard for me to want to 1/1 somebody when there's so much to grind. Like, I want to just get as many cards as I can. I don't want to just focus on one guy and whatever. So
I feel that.
So I just went.
I tried to do Scott Barlow, like I told you. I tried to do his P5 1/1, but then I went up to the bathroom. No, I went up to the bathroom for a couple minutes, and then I came back after a game, and there were already like 3 other people ahead of me. I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah, it seems like an odd one. Like, to me, I wouldn't have expected many people to go after Scott Barlow. Maybe it's just because he's that's why
I did it.
Another diamond reliever.
Exactly why I did
maybe
it.
Maybe that's why.
Nobody doing it.
But
yeah, that's probably a good thought right there. But yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody has 2-hit wit past parallel 2 yet, so you should just get on that right now.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, so you can grind him +5 and he'll still only have 67 power versus ready. So,
oh yeah, that's.
But he'll have 99 speed after that, so that's cool. I'll get this card just to use it to do a Jays build, and like Wit. We talked about him earlier, but big fan of Wit. What else can we talk about? Collection rewards. So, I mean, we kind of mentioned some of them early, but these collection rewards: Seager, Gossage, David Ortiz, David Wright, Randy Johnson, and Hank Aaron. Oh, how did I forget Hank Aaron? These cards look insane.
That's probably the hardest choice back you're ever going to have in your life. David Wright, obviously new to the game. Amazing card. He's got 86 speed on that card, I think. Something like
88 speed.
Jesus. Randy Johnson, always nasty. Hank Aaron just cracked out of his mind with power and defense and speed and everything. Like, it's probably the hardest choice back you're ever going to have to pick in your life, you know?
Yeah, I don't even know who I would go with first. Well, actually, I do. I'm going to go with Randy Johnson first out of this pack.
Yeah, I'm going with Randy Johnson, but like it's hard to even pick Randy Johnson because the other two are just so insane.
The biggest reason is just because like pitching has been like there's tons of really good hitters that you get in this game and that you can use, especially in the outfield. Like you can still use Griffey, you can still use 99 Trout, all those guys from season 1. Plus, then there's like Harper's come out. Like there's so many. Whereas I still think starting pitching it's really hard to like fill out a full 5-man rotation of cards you really like.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good starting pitchers right now, honestly.
So yeah, like what is my? I don't even know if I would upgrade it. Maybe I would use that DeGrom now. That 97 DeGrom's not bad. So to finish off season 1, my starting rotation was Bob Gibson, Roki, Walter Johnson, Shohei, and Dustin May. So I don't know. Like I'm not going to put, as much as I like the Blue Jays, I'm not putting Barrios in. Like DeGrom. Hey, how do you always do this when we're recording? Every time we're recording, Nick pulls
Podcast magic.
Podcast
magic.
Podcast diamonds.
But
yeah, it's not a great diamond, but it's a diamond.
no, it's not.
I actually had some good luck with my packs recently. I pulled that 99 Joe Morgan out of a Diamond Duos.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of the card, but I'll take any 99. And then I did the cut. If you do the Kaiju program, you get one of those like 40K stub Diamond Duo choice packs, and I pulled Bryce Harper from it. So Harper is right now, he's on my main. I put him on my main squad.
I want to get Harper.
And the fact that he can play first base, that's amazing.
Nasty Diamond Duos card. I didn't even notice he could play first base.
It's crazy. Makes you just wonder, like, if they're giving us that 99 Yuri Perez and Bryce Harper as the first Diamond Duos pack for this season, like, who are we getting in the next one? Who's going to be in these packs?
And how long are Diamond Duos going to go for? Like, are they going to go for all 6 seasons or just?
I really hope. Like,
I would assume that they do.
Just do it all year. Just do it all year. My thing with season 6, like, I mean, we'll see how many new cards, but it's going to be like the forever season, right? It has to be. It's just going to be the give you everything season. So I don't know. Hopefully they can keep doing, depending on like what dates it runs, but like hopefully they'll keep doing Diamond Duos for a long time. Because like headliner packs, it always seems like
they always died out like 2 months ago.
Yeah, just after the All-Star game, they're like, and that's our 50th headliner. Like, where are we at? This is 14, I think. Pack 14 for Diamond Duos.
I think it's 15.
Pack 14. So we've already had 28 cards. Like, that's over halfway to 50. So, and it seems like the game still like barely just came out. But I'm excited. Yeah, gonna be using that Harper soon for sure.
I need to buy him at some point. Holy crap, he looks good.
I know. I was like, well, that was my thing. I was like, oh, maybe he's down to 107 sell now. That's not too bad. When he came out, he was like 150K, and I had the stubs for it. I'm like, oh, should I buy it or should I save up and maybe buy Mickey Mantle? Which, like, we haven't even talked about that card really, but
that card's crazy good too.
Yeah, I don't know if I should just spend all my stubs to buy him or not. I've gotten lucky and I pulled 2 chase packs out of standard packs so far this season, but no Mickey Mantle. But at least they made the chase packs guaranteed diamonds now.
Yeah, they're not going to get golded anymore.
Yeah, no more gold. Nice. So, I mean, I got Jazz Chisholm out of one. And I think I got, maybe that was where I pulled Tatis. I pulled Live Series Tatis out of one of them. Oh. It was like my first, well, not my first. I pulled Mookie once, but I hadn't pulled a 90 plus Live Series diamond in a long time. But we got Tatis, and I didn't have him, so he's in the inventory now, just in case. Should be good because I'm sure at some point he's going to go off, have a crazy week, and then get supercharged at some point. So
I would not be surprised if he did. He probably will at some point.
He's good. He's so good. Yeah, I mean, as far as like season 2, I'm just going to bring up this Mantle card quick just so we can like stare in awe. Look at this guy. 121, 125 contact, 120, 109 power, 101 vision, maxed out clutch, 94 fielding, 96 speed. Like basically if you get him to P5, he's maxed out almost across the board. It's insane. Besides his drag bunt or his stealing, but you don't really have Mickey Mantle on your team to bunt and steal bases. You have him to hit bombs from both sides of the plate. The Commerce Comet. They really made up for the last year. His card was actually decent, I think. The year before it was really brutal, right? 20
was good, 21 was bad. Last year was godly.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't use him much though. Yeah. That retro finance from last year. So yeah, I don't know. I might have to. I mean, man, this card the price just keeps going up. He's up to 410, 381. And yeah, it makes me wonder who they're giving some crazy cards for these. This is what number? Is this our third one then? Because it's just been Shohei, Tatis, and now him, right?
Yeah, it's
for the chase packs. Hopefully they keep the chase packs going all year as well. Some crazy cards. So overall, season 2, man, this stuff is amazing. It's just like what they're dropping is crazy. It's like what more can they do? But they just keep doing more. So I don't know. I don't even know what to expect anymore. It just keeps thinking, just keeps seeming like every time I think, okay, maybe this is kind of where, not that I think content is gonna like go down or anything, but I wasn't expecting this. When they talked about sets and seasons, like, this is not what I expected. I wasn't expecting, 500, 600, whatever diamonds per season, which is good. It's kind of what you need to do if you're going to do content like this. You need to have like a huge pool of cards to choose from, so it makes sense. SDS, I'm gonna say, well done so far. I'm liking it. Hats off.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
You could have actually taken your hat off and tipped your.
That's true. I'm just lazy.
Fake hats off. I am still wearing my hat, but. So Nick, I know you have a couple things coming up. So I'm just gonna sort of give the floor to you and let you talk about these. What you have coming up as far as things for the Nick Terrio community and channel.
Yeah, so I'll try and sum it up quick here because I got to go to Costco and buy a phone here soon. The tournament, co-op tournament, we're going to be doing 2v2 co-op on May 27th, Saturday at noon Eastern. So, we're going to have the 2v2 tournament. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is like 2v2 games with your partner against randoms in the community. We'll count up points via run differential, home runs and wins and stuff like that. Like, add up your points within different pools, and then we'll rank the players in those pools. We'll rank the teams in those pools, and then base the seeding off of that from round robin. Every team's going to play 3 games. You can use Kaiju and Incognito series cards, core cards, all legend players, no flashbacks, nothing like that.
So I have a question for you. For the even for the Kaiju and Incognitos, can you use any of them or only the legend ones?
You can use any of them.
Oh, okay.
You can use any of them, but any other series is no. You'll play 3 round robin games, and then once the playoffs start, it's single elimination. And so far we have 5 or 6 teams already signed up. So the deadline for that is going to be the 25th of May, 2 days before the tourney. And then, we're also going to have a couple of commentators, myself, Eddie Riz, Mook Dog, and a couple other people as well. It's going to be a banger time, and there's going to be a cash prize for both players who win. So make sure y'all sign up before the 25th in my Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'll just send it to Tango so he can put it in the description. And that's pretty much the tournament. And for the donate-a-thon, as you guys know, this is Mental Health Month. I've been, raising money for the Jed Foundation and everything. Everything that I've earned this month is going towards that. And, we're going to try and do the donate-a-thon and try and get us over the hump of $1,000, which was my goal this year. Last year we had 863. This year I want to try and get 1,000 plus. We're already around the 600 range, maybe even a little bit more this year. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing this Sunday, May 21st, starting at, I believe, 11 a.m. Eastern for a maximum of 10 hours. I don't want to completely kill my voice, but, I want to do a really long stream and, just grind and everything and have fun with everybody and try and raise as much money as we can for the fundraiser and everything. And then, go from there. But those are the 2 big things that we have going for the rest of May for myself on my channel. Of course, different mental health Discord talks and stuff throughout the rest of the month.
Yeah, so I'll put a link to Nick's Discord in the YouTube description.
I'll send it to you right now. So,
if you're interested in the tournaments, go sign up. I'm not sure. I really want to play in it. I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to because my wife works all day, which means I'm at home with the boys. So I'd either have to just basically ignore them and play co-op.
Wait, on a Saturday?
Yeah, she's working the weekend, so I'm not sure. I do have a potential partner if I do play.
Who is it? I gotta guess. Is it Jamie or Yozak?
It is neither of those. Jamie,
neither.
Jamie's busy.
Oh.
I did talk to him about it. Somebody else. But we'll see. We'll see if it goes. If I can make it work. I might be able to. We'll see. And then, as far as, I just want to give a little bit of props to Nick for, all the good work you're doing this month as far as the everything regarding mental health and all the, I guess, charity work you're kind of been doing for that. So be sure to tune in to his donate-a-thon this weekend. We're also potentially planning sort of a podcast episode related to that. I'm not going to get into it really, but just stuff that we want to get done this month for mental health month. So yeah, I mean, as far as everything else today, I think that's pretty much it for me. Nick, any last thoughts for the world?
I love MLB The Show. Tango is sus sometimes.
No.
And the final thought, I hate the Jays.
Oh, brutal. All right, everybody. On that note, we will catch you in the next episode. As always, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, and Amazon. That's the last one that I always forget. All right, everybody. Peace out. We will catch you in the next one.